Yeah, yes, for the topic on the chat. So, our today's topic is like um, time management and prioritization. So, it's like mastering the art of task organization. For example, um, really, I want to take this topic because today morning, I've prepared like too many tasks, but in that I was not able to prioritize tasks which I've agreed. So it's like I was feeling like, okay, like how can I do this? But if I knew if I put this task in the list, I wouldn't have worried so much about this task. Now when the time come, when the time comes, like you feel nervous and you don't know what to do, and you feel so much worried, how to start and how to express in front of everyone like that. So yeah, like this time management and prioritization is much important because we will have so many tasks in this journey, like whatever the journey you are going through. So like for example, if even if it is a life, there are so many tasks that you need to prioritize. Even if it is your workplace, like you need to prioritize some things because we all have deadlines that you need to look into. So what I suggest is make a list of tasks, like even it could be day, week, month, which will really help you a lot. I can say that I'm not getting a software where you can get a alarm, like a notification which remembers like to which reminds us to do the task before one day, or 1 hour or something like that. I would be grateful, like if someone suggests something, um, like a task reminder, I can say. Yeah. So yeah, I was looking for that. And also this time management. For example, like we usually, like we agree like a particular time to complete a task to different clients. Yeah, but if we don't manage our time to deal with this different clients, and if you don't complete the tasks, it will be a problem. Yeah. So that's the thing. You need to master the art of like organizing things. So you might be thinking um, like uh, we can do tasks without organizing, but the thing is, if you don't organize yourself, and if you're not organized yourself, um you'll face a lot of problems, because even I faced, because sometimes some clients say something, or some client sends an email. At that time you might remember, okay, I have to do this, but at the same time, simultaneously, you're working on something. You might be thinking that I can do that task a bit late, but if you don't put in your list like that, if you don't put your in your to-do list, um you won't be completing that task, because you might be forgetting. We are not robots, or like we are not we are not programmed language. We are not programmed um thing, like, because we can't remember everything. You see, for example, calculator is a programmed thing. So but if you type something, it can give you anything. But if you but if you want to calculate a big number in your mind won't be working. So that's how it is. So you can forget everything at a point of time. But if you forget things, and if you don't complete that task, then you will get a bad remark. on that particular client. So you might be losing that client. Yeah. So we have faced so many things in recent times where you're not organized, and where client gets so much angry, and like they complains. So that's how it is. So it's really, really essential to manage your time and prioritize tasks. Me, myself, and like my colleagues also facing this problem, in order to what you can say, in order to maintain this different task, because we might not be dealing with the only one client. There are a lot of clients which we need to finish tasks. Um, so um, like for example, if you choose a client, for that particular client, you may have you might need to file accounts for a particular date. You might need to file confirmation statement. You might need to file corporation tax. You might need to do accounts. You might need to do stage one. Like there are a lot of things involved in this. You might need to do the stage two, like which is management accounts. So for a client, if there are so many tasks, imagine dealing with so many clients having so many different tasks. But yeah, and if you're not organized, and if you don't prioritize things, looking at deadlines, you might face so many issues, and you, you might not be getting good remarks from clients, I can say. If you don't get good remarks, your company won't appreciate you, or like your company, if client gets angry, like your company will be losing them. That's what I can say, because at last, if there is uh, no client, there is no company. Yeah. Yeah, like it relates to higher level, because if an employee is not organized, then all company will be affected, I can say. Yeah. So if suppose, like if Noah or me, or like Linda, if if no one is like, if at least one person is not organized, everything will be in trouble, because sometimes, Linda, for example, she's a non finance employee, I can say. So but if she is not organized, and if she don't remind tasks that she need do to do, like she might be missing things to send or to the clients. For example, like a client sends an email to her, and which is very urgent, and she might be dealing with something, and if she forgets to remember reply to that client, and the client might be thinking, okay, they are ignoring us. So it relates to higher level, I can say. You should never ever we should never be unorganized, I can say. Yeah. So I hope getting tasks which are very urgent. Yeah. And lastly, I want to take suggestion, like if someone gives me a software or like something which reminds me the task that I need to do before one day or like 1 hour, I would be grateful. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, that's all for today from my contribution. For like if someone wants to contribute more, you are appreciated. Yeah. Do we have anyone for it?
Grand Rising, everyone.
Grand Rising.
Thank you very much for this wonderful topic, Sukesh. You know, For me, I can say this is one of the most this is one of the most important topic that we need to be discussing within this environment. Time, time management is very, very essential within this environment that we find ourselves. And it's a very crucial topic anyway, because imagine we have so many tasks that we need to work on or so many things that we need to prioritize. But yet still, there's something, let me say there's something that is much more important than the other. So the only way or the only thing that we need to do is about prioritizing and then also organizing ourselves. But one of the things that I can say with regards to time management and prioritization is that it does we as an individual also again we need to understand that delegation is very important with regards to saving your time because most of the time if we feel like everything should be done by us and at the end of the day this is all because we have the mindset of perfectionist, if I do it it will be nice, it will be fine, it will be perfect. So you fail to delegate it. The mere fact you fail to delegate something at the end of the day, that's also hit your time. So most of the tasks that we are doing should be delegated to other people. But because we feel like, oh, maybe if I delegate this task to this person, they will never do it the way I want it. So automatically you fail to delegate it, and then that it's your time, and then you'll be all over the place because you want to do this, you want to do this. So the first thing for us is that we as an individual also need to delegate some of the tasks. We need to get help from others. The key word here is about us getting help from others, how we should be able to ask for people to help us with so many things that we are doing. It's very important. That's why you say, okay, delegate this task. Can you please give it to another person to do it? That will help you a lot. So you you help yourself, you know. It's all about us identifying tasks that let me say other people will be able to do or find an appropriate person and then send them out there to do it. That's key. That's one of the things. Another thing again is like it's about us getting organized. You know, like for instance, just like our sketch mentioned, maybe listing down some of the things that needs to be done. Automatically it's like we are getting organized, putting things in place. So the mere fact you get organized, then trust me, you'll be able to look at some of the tasks that you'll be able to delegate to other people, or you know the importance of this task, or you know what, look at the deadline. This is what we need to do. So that's another thing again that will help us as individuals. It's help us a lot if we get in organized. Yeah, and again, I made mention about using a planning tool. That's very important. Yeah. If we use a planning tool, that will help us again. That will help us a lot. There are so many tools out there, although we might not know. Maybe someone know here the most important tool to use when it comes to time management. So if you know any tool, then we can use it. You can suggest it on the chat box, and then I believe everybody will go and get it. So that's very nice about time management. We can use a planning tool that also help. And then it's all about priority. If every task, just like I always say this, there's a reason behind when HMRC say sorry, there's a reason behind the Moracle accountancy formula which says filing with authorities. There's a deadline. That's why. So it's just about, imagine if you have work on all the different stages and then you fail to file. It's like it doesn't make any sense. Why I prepared everything, work, and then at the end of the day, for me to file, I failed the deadline. There will be a penalty that will be levied. We need to set priorities. Priority is a key thing here. about time management also. We need to set priorities. Because if we set priorities, like we are managing our time effectively. And so at the end of the day, we'll be able to see some of the tasks that are important and the ones that